one. Welcome to the Glass Academy.
What? Whoa, baby! What's going on? What's it booking? Oh, it smells so good in here.
Jack-o'-lantern.
Woo woo! Pumpkin time. Oh wait, how do we put his hat back on?
Clear it up, knock it all off.
Oh, that's good. Welcome everyone. You're live here at the Glass Academy. Welcome to the Gathering Point Show. Gotta start with something hot and juicy, and there it was.
What's happening? Got a tasty piece over here with 2 layers of molten glass. I got 2 coats of this really beautiful harvest orange. I'm gonna be making something special that we've never made before, which is pretty sweet.
Roasted pumpkin seeds.
And I'm not gonna reveal what we're making until we start getting real close to it, about halfway through. But it's a double gather, bigger harvest season piece.
Yeah, the gimbal is nice.
Probably kill that compressor too, Joey,
Okay.
because I'm sure it's picking it up. Those guys are doing some production pumps today, so the air compressor's on, and I know that it's going to be picked up in the live feed. So I asked Joey to go over there and kill that puppy. But this is going to be a multi-gather, decent-sized piece, centerpiece for your harvest table, maybe as a Thanksgiving dinner. Hope everyone's doing good out there today, you guys. We've been missing you.
We just had a live segment on the news, like, I'm not joking, like 2 seconds ago, and the phone's ringing off the hook. So if you hear the phone ringing, it doesn't matter, because we are doing this.
If Michelle disappears, she's going to be checking messages, getting all buck wild. Just blew some air into that pipe. Watch the gravity here, guys. Shh.
Man, that gimbal is nice.
Do you want to film a little bit longer?
So I'm preparing right now to go for another gather over this, and then I'm going to coat it with a really beautiful kind of carnival glass haloed action. But I can't gather the molten glass over this glass until this is set up and got to probably around like 1300 degrees. Then it'll be nice and stiff, and we'll be able to support a big molten gather out of the tank at 2000 degrees.
Big and molten.
Huh?
Big and molten?
Big and molten.
Bess, could you take a check that my mic's working okay, since I just got it strapped on here? It was Michelle's mic, but I know I'd be power blasting.
Yeah,
from
let me
time
take
to
a look.
time. How's that sound? Is that all right?
Turn you down just a little.
Turn
Were
it
you
down a
thinking
little
that
bit.
you were yelling at people?
I kind of felt like I was yelling. That's an insulated pumpkin right there. Can you tip it back at all so we can get a good look at his jack-o'-lantern mouth?
Joey, I think that if you bust out
Yeah.
that stuff along the top, we'll be able to do another one for the closing of the show.
Oh, I like.
Yeah.
The double cup stuffer.
Smells like trick-or-treating night on the
It's
front
smoking,
porch.
too. Trick-or-treat night.
Beautiful pumpkin jack-o'-lantern was made by our lovely shipping assistant, Robin.
Yeah.
Me, not the assistant. I do apologize.
That's right, folks. It's the gathering point. We're out here. We've now got full mobility here in the shop. Chris has a large in-charge gather.
Come on over here and show them what the pipe chiller looks like.
Let's take a look at it. Look at that. The way the glass is moving, he's keeping it on center with one hand while cooling his own pipe. And just that little bit of water, just like anything,
What's this?
air, water, it all really helps a lot here in the shop to cool the glass down, cool the tools down, and make things pretty efficient. But he's coming over here and he's going right into some iridescent gold on top. This is going to be a super piece. It's going to be for sale tonight on the show. And Bess, what's going on over here? It's a beautiful day.
In the neighborhood?
In the neighborhood. You're going to drop what kind of link?
The one that I just mentioned that the news did on us.
Oh yeah, drop it right in there. Great question, Chris.
The reason I was
You
cooling the
don't
pipe
have
is
robot arms?
I took a bigger gather, guys, and when you take a bigger gather, the pipe's in the furnace longer, and it creeps up the heat higher than you want. And I did not want the heat super high, because the higher the heat in the pipe, the heavier the piece, because you can't choke up. See how I'm choking up right now? Literally like 12 inches from the end of the pipe. That makes it a lot easier to handle this much glass. And this isn't a huge amount of glass, but it's bigger than normal. And in most cases, pretty much all cases, a weight of something doubles every foot away from your body. So if I'm holding this right here, and this is a pound, this right now is 2 feet off my body, so it really feels like I'm holding 4 pounds. 2 feet of 1 pound, 2 pounds, 4 pounds. If I hold it here,
12,
it feels like 8 pounds. If I fold it here, it feels like 16 pounds.
Wow.
If I hold it here, it feels like 32 pounds, and I can
What
barely
happens
hold it.
after that?
It just gets buck wild, and your arms explode, and you don't do anything. Except for,
tough.
yeah, your muscles just blown out.
That's horrible.
Hope I answered that question concisely
Sufficiently.
and accurately.
Well, we don't have an intro for you guys today because we're working with new tech and we're getting that lined up and working on the team and getting all of our situations handled as we progress in the tech region of the gathering point. But we hope you guys are having a beautiful day and that everything's going smooth as butter.
Oliver says hello.
What up, Ollie?
Oliver?
Ollie. We missed it today.
Did the light just turn on the phone?
We
So
have
are
light.
you saying when we go up to the product table, I could turn on the LED to get extra
Oh, yeah.
bling on the product?
You might be able to.
That's pretty cool. Whoa. He's going for the 24 rib special. And I didn't even mean to zoom that. Did you zoom that?
And it zoomed?
Bess over at Tech Region just hit the zoom button remotely. The remote zoom. That's hardcore, folks. We've
So
got
does it
some
really
serious-
make things change on the camera?
It
Oh, yeah.
started zooming into the mold.
My iPad is all powerful right now.
She's
It's
got
great.
the all-power supercharger situation over here. Doesn't she look powerful? Jeez. And he just went into the Shugs, folks. How many of you guys know what the Shugs is?
I love the Shugs.
We love the Shugs.
This is the sandpaper on the jacks.
I was gonna say you could hear the Shugs.
No wonder.
Is that why you grabbed those?
Yep.
Why might one not want cold glass on our jacks? You can actually see the proof of why right there. We'll tell you in a second. Put that in the chat,
Because
folks.
it's groovy, man.
Because it's so groovy,
Yeah.
Blow.
you can hear
So
the
we have
grooviness.
a couple people asking,
Good.
what is the Shugs?
Well, we were asking you guys. Folks, today I went through and I'm completing my log of all the different styles of pumpkins that the Glass Academy produces. And the Shugs is one of like 9 different signature styles that we have here at the Glass Academy. And the Shugs is short for sugar or asugar. And really, it's just the same color we use, like all of these, but with a little bit of sugar history and knowledge, you know which ones work really well to just coat the outside, and you heat it at the appropriate time so that it leaves a texture on there. And with the right color pattern and the right heating, it looks like it's like a sugar dunked or sugar coated
It's like a churro.
churro.
Yeah.
That's right.
Is that one of those like cinnamon coated like extruded things?
Yeah.
Extruded?
Yeah, extruded. They're extruded.
Whoa.
No there yet.
Now look at that. Let's get a zoom on here. I'll do this one myself, Bess.
Okay.
What do you mean? I'm zooming it
Well,
myself
he's
now.
zooming. He has an option.
So technically, you could do a double zoom.
I wonder what would happen if we double zoom.
You could see my nostril hairs, maybe. I did the flare. All right, so
The zoom
Joey,
button?
I'm gonna take
It doesn't make a
nice
difference if I
green
do
bit,
this,
and then I'm gonna put 3
or she
jumbo
does that.
leaves on there.
It's
So
the
I'll
same
probably bring
thing.
them one at a time.
Okay.
So anyway, folks, Chris has mentioned this is going to be the first harvest vase of the year. We don't
No,
make
I
these
didn't. I
as
didn't say what it was, but you just let it out of the bag.
What? I thought you...
I just said it's something the first time we've ever done it, and people are gonna have to figure it out.
Well...
Now they know.
Thanks,
Oh,
Jake.
they know. Dang.
It's a harvest vase, you guys, and it doesn't necessarily. It's going to be in the theme of harvest colors and harvest design, but it's not going to be looking like a pumpkin. Trust me. Joey's ready.
Let's take a look at this right here.
Is that big enough?
Now you see with our new gimbalizer, I have the ability to grow about 8 inches in height. So I can get those beautiful top-down angles for you guys. Would one might call this a plateau?
Yeah, this is definitely a plateau that I'm going to be putting a bunch of leaves on.
Not an ogre toe.
So maybe that might be two leaves there, Joey. Maybe 3. It looks pretty big.
I didn't see any toe videos on the Glass Addicts page yet, no. Yeah, do you guys know about the Glass Academy Addicts Facebook page?
I heard something real funny about that over the weekend.
You did?
Our new gallery employee, Connor, was denied access.
Oh!
He didn't know who Batch was.
Oh.
And the addicts saw right through him. They're like, no way, Jose.
Who this guy is.
This guy's a stranger.
Stranger.
No, I don't need it too hot.
I mean, in reality,
Hold on one
it's a
sec.
tough question for anyone new who joins Batch. And if you're trying to join the Glass Academy Addicts page, it is
Got
a
it.
private page. It's run by our amazing patrons of the arts. And to understand who Batch is not an easy one at this point.
There are some remaining cat treats in the
The realm.
pouch. I actually thought about asking if I could grab those for Apollo.
Probably could.
Till we get our own giant
Maine Coon.
Maine
Gotta get a
Coon
Maine
Margot.
I am Jake and Chris. I'm told to tell you guys that Styx Heather from the Ren Fest says hi.
All
Hey!
right. What is up, Heather?
Heather from the festival.
Heather's an amazing friend of ours from the Renaissance. Look at him move it, work it. Had a nice moment this year. We had a rained out day at the Renaissance. So it's the only off-site event we really do. It's 7 weekends out of the year, and we were under our stage blowing glass, and it was pouring rain out, and Heather and I kicked it, and we just talked about life and making glass, and it was a beautiful moment. Here's leaf number 2. Chris and I, we're going to go over some of the products that are going to be on the VIP show and in the gallery this weekend. Chris and I had a blow slot last night together, a 4-hour slot, and we really dove into the beauty of making glass leaves. And there's so much that goes on behind the scenes. I don't know what it looks like to the untrained eye, but but it is a super difficult thing to do, to get them lined up correct and get them hot enough and get them lined on there correctly. It's a very precise move. Tender.
I'm feeling real harvesty right now.
I am enjoying the gimbal. I do love the gimbalizer here very much so. Michelle was just laughing. I said I wasn't going to be on the show tonight because we're having a little bit of a mishap with our classes where we set up this new tech so that you guys can choose classes based on availability on a calendar instead of a long 20-item drop-down list. And we tried to make it much cleaner on the website for everyone's class purchasing pleasure. But there's many glitches along the way, you know? I mean, this is like, it's just progress, just like you guys have seen with our tech situations here. We 2 steps forward and 1 step back, and 1 step to the side, and all that extra action. It's been a pretty wild ride. So there's some serious manipulating that needs to be done on the website and planning out of the classes for the coming months. So maybe after this piece, or maybe whenever you're ready, Michelle, I will eventually make my way over there. You got it? If you guys hear that beautiful whistle, if you're able to actually line up the hose and the torch just at the right moment, that's right. It's kind of calling the harvest energy into this piece. So don't mind that. If you're wearing speakers and you got this turned up real loud into your head, just know that that's the harvest fall energy.
So we've got a
No, it's
question
not fixable.
from Ronesia that says, do different colors work differently with heat? Like, do you have to heat some colors longer than others? Or do they all heat up the same?
That's a great question. Who was that from?
Ronisa? Rebels?
Ronisa? Forgive me if we're not pronouncing that correctly, but yes, they completely do, and that's a great point, and that is a huge point as to why we aren't able to use the shugs in all the colors of the rainbow. Certain colors melt differently, certain colors stick differently, certain colors, different sizes act differently.
Some colors just aren't sweet.
And some colors don't taste like sugar,
Some aren't buttery.
and some aren't buttery.
When you mix butter and sugar together, what do you get?
Crumble.
Caramel.
Oh.
Really?
I thought with a little bit of oats, you get crumble and some flour. Because
One
we
of
just
them
made a crumble
A
last
little
week, and it was
pointier, but not this one.
incredible.
Just for the thinnest opening I have here. For giving me a little pointiness, that's good for the first one.
I'm not much of a baker, but is there anybody out there that's made a crumble recently? And if there's anything other than flour and butter and brown sugar and oats, cinnamon and salt, all those ingredients,
And baking powder.
what would be some kind of way to alter that to be even tastier?
Oatmeal?
You could put some cinnamon in there.
Cinnamon will
Let
be in
somebody
there.
cook it with love.
Love's got to be in there. It's a given. There's no hatred in this crumble. But seriously, folks, I'm going to go watch the comments as I start working on these classes. Let me know how to improve. Got to be better. Oh, before I go, I'll answer this last question. The reason that you don't want cold glass on your jacks is that right there. You see that? And you see that other one even higher up?
The shug acts is like sandpaper.
It acts like sandpaper, and it tears the tool apart. And when you're talking about a $400 tool, that stuff's no good.
So Sharon asked the question, how do you transport the glass you made at the farmer's market back to the gallery in the annealer?
That's
Donkeys. We use donkeys.
very carefully, Sharon, and that's something that we weigh very heavily in the value of our time being out there and setting up the mobile unit, and what the price is to get us to do an off-site event like that, because there is a ton of time and a ton of labor and a ton of material involved in putting all that together and having the pieces arrive safely and return safely if they're not sold. Yeah, and absolutely, Michelle's mentioning a huge thank you to Robin for wrapping things up, both ends of the spectrum, and Amy for pulling the permits in the front office, doing an incredible job, and Oliver for wrapping up, and Oliver and Chris did an incredible job documenting and making a whole spreadsheet as to how the setup and teardown goes. They each spent an extra day and a half on either side of all the mobile unit sites events we've done so far, and have done some serious work in setting all that up and making it run smooth. So shouts out to the whole team for that. Oh, the marketing for sure, Jessica, Michelle, all the back end. the crafts team for making everything. I mean, it's serious how many people are a part of what we're doing.
Frank, the guy who drives the waste management truck, he's awesome.
Frank's the man.
Can you do a nice shout out?
Carrie says to add nutmeg.
Huh?
Carrie says to add nutmeg.
Add nutmeg. That sounds pretty good too. I'm into that. Nutmeg.
I think that went into the fan.
I hope he doesn't burn the motor up. All right, I'm gonna hand this microphone off to you, Mom.
Oh, we're good. Bungie, get some thoughts.
My thoughts are that this one leaf is way too hot. You can start the punny. A big one, please. That last one was real hot, so I want to equalize them so I can get a nice, even, stand-up, straight, level harvest vase, you guys. That's what I'm going to do right now once I get all three of these leaves hot, is get it nice and straight.
What?
Oh,
Share a picture, man.
Dad, Icarus got the dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Tattooed on her.
Nice.
Yeah, the first weekend.
I can't wait to see it.
Send a photo.
That was a legendary piece.
That was a legendary piece.
Yeah, Icarus, if you want to send us a photo, if you're in the admins group, you can post it, or you can just message us on the Facebook, and I'll make sure it gets to them so they can see it.
Joey had his neck cracked. You see how loose his head wobbles now?
It's amazing.
The super flow. Flexible, flowing neckage.
I think I scare my chiropractor.
Why? Because you show up every week?
Well, he has to, like, wrench on my body more than he would anybody else, I think.
All right, when we went to Austin, I got a massage because I had fell and
I'm set
hurt my
when you are.
leg. And so this massage person was the best I have ever had. She had a contraption hanging from the ceiling, and she used her heels
Contraption?
to
Whoa.
push on me. It was insane. It was.
Anyone who has a contraption has got
I'm
some
telling
clout.
you, man. She got pressure. She got her heels in there. It was amazing. And too bad she lives in Austin because I can't go that
She
way.
didn't have enough time to do Daddy-O.
Who's Daddy-O?
That's me, Daddy-O. I was done robbed, folks.
You weren't robbed. How about your girl hurt her foot?
Well, I
and-
mean, I'd totally let you take the deal. That's totally fine. But I still, it's tough for me to sit around and listen to how amazing it was, you guys, when I couldn't have any.
Aw.
Chris, you better just go back to the Airbnb
You know what?
and
then
sit
he-
around on the porch.
You know what? Then he said to me, "Oh, that's okay. You can get the massage because I get one every week at the Renaissance Festival."
Oh, shouts out to Sean. Woo! My personal masseuse. Well, I mean, when you get a massage for 2 hours once a week and you go out of town, you want a bonus.
Would you stop?
Hey, it's hard work out at the Renaissance.
All right. If you're just joining us, we
Wanna
have the
do a
Glass
green lip
Academy.
wrap at some
we do
point,
a live
yes.
Glassblowing show once a week here on Facebook and YouTube. Chris and Joey are working on a tall vase. It's got
Pull
these
that back
leaf
a little bit.
feet, so
There you
it's
go.
like a
Thanks.
harvest vase. And after this piece, we're going to show you some similar products that are finished. Right now, this piece is way too hot to touch. So when it cools off, we will show it on the nail reveal later this week. And then also want to check, is my mic sound okay? Because Jake gave it back to me, and Jake talks louder than me. So shout out to Sam. She helped us get situated with this new Switcher studio. Today I had a massive run to the Apple store because the cord we thought would fit did not. But the Apple store is absolutely amazing. They don't stress about anything. They're like, oh, you need a such and such cord. And it worked because there it is. Bess is rolling, and there's that fancy cord that they hooked us up with. And it's not really a fancy cord, it's just modern technology has matched up. Super cool. To allow us to bring you something like this. Like, come on, let's think about this. 10 years ago, there's no way we'd be filming a show like this.
10 years ago, I was still using my Nextel flip phone.
That got stolen from your car from the landscaping crew. This is what we call a lip wrap. I didn't pay attention to the color, but as the piece cools, we'll be able to see what it is.
Nice one.
So good. Back to the glory hole.
Very nice. This is a proper sized vase. You might be able to fit a whole bouquet of flowers in there.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got mums and dahlias have kind of, I think the first frost happened here in Michigan.
The trick is to keep this out all the way through Thanksgiving so you can put dried, beautiful flowers and bones and
Bones.
echinacea. Yeah, bones like the bones of the plants in your yard that are
Got
cool
it.
sticks and other great things.
Plant bones.
When it's Halloween and you say bones, I'm thinking like
Yeah,
turkey bones,
decorations.
skeleton bones. It could be a vase with bones hanging out, you know.
It'd be like a pirate vase.
It could be.
Mary says, love you guys. I took my first class a couple of Saturdays ago. I thought I was signing up for a class in Grand Rapids, but then I Googled and realized you guys are in Detroit, or in Dearborn. Not sorry I made the drive, though. Can't wait to come back.
Sweet.
That was funny. We used to call
I'm gonna
people
not
when
have
they're
you paddle it so I can get a scallop top on this, Joey.
we used to call people when they were from out of town, and then they'd be like, yeah, no, I'm local, I just moved back in town, when we saw the numbers, phone numbers. So then we gave up, and we just figured they're all grown adults, but our classes are reached far and wide,
You hit
so
that
Grand
other door
Rapids is
for
about
me in a
2
moment?
hours away. 2.5, depending
Oh,
where
I
you
guess
are.
before I spin the whole thing out, we
So
should
they
put a
made a
GA
day out
stamp
of it.
on the,
Ate some great
side
food.
first, so let's do that real quick. So before we do our big finale to finish out the top of this piece, we're going to put the GA stamp on it, guys.
One of the things he has to be aware of is those tips of the leaves. They are not in the glory hole. If he gets them too hot, they'll start flopping. If he has them too cold, they'll break off. So it is a fine line.
Now we're going to get fancy.
Is this a flutter vase?
This is a beautiful harvest vase, and I'm telling you right now, it's a really nice one for the very first one. It ended up being a lot bigger than I thought, but when you end up putting your water in there and all your other goodies, it really ends up being a gorgeous piece to hold the day. I'm going to try to get a really nice fluted top out of this, and I'll have enough room to get back in for a reduction, Joey. I'm not going to get that big, but it should be pretty good. So this is all about centrifugal force, everybody, and gravity. The two of these things are going to be working hand in hand. Watch how I'm going to come out and hold it down and then also use gravity to get it to spin out and get that nice scalloped edge. Maybe I'll take a light paddle on this, Joey. Or Jacob. Yep.
That's a beauty.
No, those are going to be good. Straight though to you? All right, now we're going to go for the reduction because I put the brilliant yellow shugs on there, but I also have a coated iris. Hit it.
Looks like a trombone.
You guys notice Jake's sporting a sweatshirt that says UPS. Very important because our glass gets shipped through UPS. Robin was out last week, but she's back in town. All the orders shipped. Shout out to Sharon.
All right.
Just got the stains off, but I got some dust on it.
Over here for the big harvest vase. First one ever. That's going to be bright orange, folks. You don't realize it because the glass is hot. But that's one sweet looking harvest orange with some iridescence.
Flash it one more time.
What'd you say?
Flash it one more time.
I don't think so.
Going for it.
Yeah, that torch is funny. It's the howling torch.
All right, I'm going to give it the old super flip here. Open sesame.
Now, we did talk about this last week. We have a gimbal that's not attached to
Yeah.
cords.
Woo-wee.
Beauty.
Nice. Go in.
Almost tall.
Ow!
I like it.
I like it. Busted a sweat real quick here tonight, folks. I better have to peel a shirt off.
And while he's doing that, a quick tour of the studio. The equipment looks like maybe a little beat up if you're not used to it, but you know what? That's how glass furnaces run. This one is not hot.
From my mic,
So you can see the glass here from previous day. That's kind of what the furnaces and the glory holes look like when they're not hot. On the swivel, so you can open them up. We've got our garage here, which is a holding tank. We got some color in there right now, but if you're doing fancy Italian glassware, it goes in there. We've got our computer that's got our temperature and some of the pipes here. And big conversation going. Joey's shucking the next pipes. What's next on the agenda? The product table or this one?
Let's start with these guys first. We'll get to those in a second. Watch this move. Let's see if I can do it correct.
Jake is trying to light up the camera. This
And it
was a
does it,
giveaway
doesn't
a couple weeks
Well,
ago.
if they can hear me through this is actually for Coffee Cowman, and we wanted to show this off because she wanted to see it. It's a ridiculously beautiful pumpkin, but also because I wanted to show the variance between this and the finalized signature. You guys could see the difference in the stem. The body color is pretty much exactly the same, but these stems, man, the LED looks great.
So it's got like an opal blue in the core of the stems.
A beautiful baby blue in there, just shining through, and you see the variance in them. We always want a little bit of variance in the pumpkins. They're not robotically made. No blue in the pumpkinette.
So this is the signature
There's
pumpkin
copies.
for this year.
This is it.
And this is the unveiling of it, so everyone who's watching the show tonight gets first chances to purchase it.
We've unveiled it actually on the Anila reveal last Thursday, but this is live for the first time. These are our yearly signature pumpkin. It's called the Michigan Waters.
Yep.
And we've got info that was going to come around from housekeeping, maybe after this, I don't know, but info on the Clean Water Fund that maybe you want to talk about a little bit or say anything on?
Well, I think you picked it out, so maybe you talk about it. It's on a clipboard under Bess's thing.
It was a suggestion from Dawn, and I'll let Dawn, I don't have a mic, you have a mic, we'll talk about it a little bit later, but there is a give back portion you can tell them about it over the mic.
Yeah.
You want to start?
And that's the deal. Cool.
Okay, pumpkinettes, we were out of stock, but now they are back in stock. So there's the pumpkinette. And then I set the table up this way so you could see this is the medium and that's the large. So you could see the size difference
These are all pre-orders, right?
These are all pre-orders. This is the small. So to give you an idea, you know, the size, they're all handmade. So they're an estimate, right? We do the best we can. We measure it, but sometimes you get carried away just making the stem just right. Might be an inch, half an inch taller or shorter. It varies. But they're all a little different, all handmade, one of a kind. All right, back to the action.
This is live.
This is live.
All right. What? And Chris has jumped on it, getting started on his second piece of the evening. Start out by dipping in some color. Who knows that's watching the show? Who knows how you make different colors in glass? Put it in the chat. Let's get that chat rolling. We went into a green. Who knows what metal is used to make green? Put it in the chat. We got all sorts of colors out here today. Orange because it's harvest. This is a purple. It looks blue, but it's a purple. Green, this is a metallic gold brownish color. Here's some bigger chunks. And then here's the yellow for the sugar. Ancient secret, can't tell you what mix we used.
So I'm working on a core. This is going to be something that's a little bit different, you guys, because I know I've never made one of these either, and I'm going to alternate between harvest vase, then something else. And it's like, if I do a low or a super cool pumpkin shape, but it's not a vase, it's something more like you would fill it with water and float dahlias inside of it, or float a candle inside of it so that it's glowing and making orange and green reflections all through around your harvest dinner. This is going to be a centerpiece. What's the name of the candle? What's it called? The type of candle you put in there. It's a little low candle.
Votive?
The tea
Motive?
lights? Oh, yeah.
Motive or motive?
Votive with a V.
Votive.
Votive?
Votive V.
Votive. Okay, it's a votive candle, you guys. I'm not sure about that name, but I'm getting two of these highly skilled tech ladies tell me that's what it is. So all right.
V-O-T-I-V-E.
Yeah, so you can float a candle in there. You can float some flower heads, some daisies, maybe a big sunflower head. But it's going to be cool. Or you could just fill it up with nuts. But I don't want you to do that. I want you to put a light in it, man, and make this thing go blinging.
Hey, Bess, did anyone guess correctly for the
So
color
I've got
green?
half and half. I've got 3 answers for one thing, 2 answers for one thing. So I've got iron and copper in the chat.
Thanks.
So we're talking iron and copper? Well, I'll tell you who the winner is. Iron, because iron makes green, guys. Copper makes a beautiful electric blue. Along with copper, cobalt makes the deep cobalt blue. But for sure, iron is what makes the emerald green. It's a really gorgeous color. So I'm going in, taking another gather over this, doing another mid-sized piece. Joey, this one here, I'm envisioning leaves around the whole outside. It's going to be a candle holder for the centerpiece. It's going to be more like a pumpkin shape with leaves all the way around it and then 3 leaves on the bottom.
Okay. Sounds like a plan, guys.
All right, this is odd. I can follow him now to the gathering tank. That's where the glass is. Check out all that equipment over there. That's just like a spider web of stuff, isn't it?
Pipe cooling again, folks.
Sometimes European factories, you'll see all kinds of people walking all over the studio. But tonight, it's just you guys and us.
And the glass.
Here's the glass before we melt it. There's a bucket ready to go. I am super loving that we can walk around now with Mr. Gimbal live. This is incredible.
Saying that tea light candles would work better.
Oh, tea light?
Yeah, that's cool.
What's the difference?
What's the difference, everyone?
Or
Smaller?
Oh.
You're not supposed to put them in tea, are you? You
I
could
mean,
burn
I
your
guess
lip.
you could try.
You burn your lip.
Probably.
Yeah, if you have a tea light candle in your tea while you're drinking it, it's like it would burn your lip. Unless you like, I don't even know. The Lip Burner Clan.
You need to get out more.
What?
You need to get out more.
I feel like I've been out a lot lately. Feel like
Maybe you
I've
need
been
to go-
out like for 15 hours today.
Maybe he's been out too much.
That might be it. I think I need to hide out at home a little bit and just chill out.
It is almost hibernation season.
It is.
It is.
Gosh, it got cold here in Michigan. What's the temperature where you guys are at? We are, I don't know, I'm guessing in the 60s. What are we, 50s?
I think 50s. It's beautiful sweater season.
It is.
Beautiful
We all pulled out our
glass-blowing
sweater.
season.
I got my wool socks on.
If you're Oliver, it's actually cardigan season.
I have a cardigan on.
See, he's a cardigan guy, isn't he?
Yeah. He's got a really cool fancy one.
All right, we'll have to check it out.
Bess over there claims she's a cardigan gal as well.
I have one on right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, doesn't she have one on right now?
It looks like a hoodie.
There is no hood, I can assure you.
Look at that.
Wouldn't that be just a sweater, or what's the difference?
Cardigans button up.
Oh, getting technical. Is that true, everybody? Cardigans button up, sweaters are over the
Do
head.
they differ like men's and women's zippers though? Do like women's cardigans button on the left and men's?
I think so.
Really? I'm gonna have to check Oliver's cardigan tomorrow.
This is a men's cardigan, so I can't help you with that.
Women don't need zippers.
Why?
Apparently, we don't need pockets either.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that, but zippers is very obvious. And I won't be talking about that on the show, but you know what I'm talking about.
Think I'm picking up what you're putting down?
Some would say they help make you get your pants on easier.
So if Sam's watching,
Sam!
I've got an appointment tomorrow with the software company to answer all the questions that we were wondering about. So if there's something we need to know how to do, like get their logo off of the channel, I'm going to ask tomorrow. These are the different molds we can go in. Check this out, Mr. Gimbal. You can go right in there.
Well, you can get in real close when I go into this one.
Sharon says all sweaters are not cardigans. However, all cardigans are sweaters.
I thought
Sharon,
that I saw
coming in with
Joey.
facts.
I thought I saw Joey wearing a burlap cardigan one time.
Cardigan?
Whatever it
A
is.
burlap cardigan.
Yeah, you can't say cardigan. You got whatever. You got to say cardigan, so that you're off the hook.
Burlap's not so much my favorite.
Burlap.
He had a burlap one. I mean, that's sweater material. It's just rough sweater material,
Rough.
right?
Rough.
Just like that pair of like burlap underwear you were wearing that one time.
The lavender ones?
Yeah, the lavender ones.
I just
Kind of
want to
machine,
let you
except it's
know,
rounded.
when we start teasing you back, we're going to bring the bus out.
Not the bus.
Sounded like a foghorn.
Blow.
Good gravy.
Good.
You guys, this is so nice.
Smaller.
I'm not-
Oh, you're rubbing it right up on the piece.
All right. All right. Fine.
Keep going. Good.
She's zooming. Zoom it, baby. Zoom it.
You see that fancy move?
Yeah. Knock Joey's 3 teeth out.
He only has 3. Knock Joey's 3 teeth out.
I bet out of all his teeth, you knock 3 out.
I have chipped 2 teeth here though.
All right, let's do this.
Most of
I've
them
got a chip in my front tooth. It is no fun.
from the The Bolotone mold, usually. It's my nemesis.
I got no
Yeah.
chips in my teeth.
Barbecue or
Did you floss earlier?
Yeah, it's all about Doritos and all that other good stuff.
Doritos?
Yeah, Doritos always get caught in your teeth because so much cheesy flavor. The
Is
cheesy
that really
flavor gets up in
flavor,
there.
or is it just like chemicals?
The cheesy chemical flavor. Hold on, that could be our
Chris,
sponsor.
do you
Keep
want
it
a
quiet.
vine to stick all the leaves onto?
I need some type of a bit first, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
We'll put it on like a das Avolio. Flip. You gonna touch it to the piece?
Would you be quiet? I'm figuring it out how to do this. Chill out. It's all new equipment. Gotta learn
Paddle?
somehow.
Nope, no paddle needed.
God, I was telling the girls today, like the ice packs, we've come a long way since ice packs. Who's been here since the beginning? Who started watching us during the pandemic? Joey! Put something in the chat.
All right, you're bringing me green leaves now? Josie Whale?
Even better yet, why don't you guys put in the chat how you found us? Not everyone's pandemic, baby. Some people are friends of friends or saw a live show that we did. Let us know how you found us. Sticky Lollies was another one in Australia.
Some people might use Goggle. They could have found us through Goggle.
All right, this is Joey dipping in the green. You can see once it goes on the pipe, it doesn't look green anymore. It just melts right in.
Just coats one.
Carrie says, I have to share, I was all excited today for the Big Pumpkin show. She told so many people and rushed home from work, and then she got her weeks mixed up.
Yeah.
Guess what? Okay, that's a segue to talk about the show. Next
Keep her a little
Tuesday
bit to a
night,
point,
the
Joey.
first half hour
Got
is
it.
going to be an intro, and then you know what happens? The camera goes dead because you have to buy a ticket to watch the pumpkin show. And why? Because we're doing some fancy giveaways on the show, but more importantly, we have set aside 75 of our favorite pieces, and they will only be available to those people who purchase a $7 ticket to watch us. Now, if you are a VIP on our YouTube channel, do not fret. You get a free ticket. And we've got some other guests who are going to get a free ticket. But $7, you guys, come on. $7 is like just
Half of a
supporting
Big
us.
Mac.
It's one
Isn't
coffee.
a cheeseburger like $7 nowadays at a fast food restaurant?
No clue. But from travel, I know coffees can be $7,
At Big B.
which is ridiculous.
I'm going to catch up on a couple of comments that the people are responding to you guys asking where they found you. One, this is not a comment, but Rita Malone is watching. Hi, Rita.
Rita, what's up?
We've got Liz Connor watching from Lincolnshire, UK, who heard about us from the first time we did Sticky Lollies.
Yeah.
We've got Donna Beck, who said she started watching around show 35, but her sister found us first.
I beat you to it.
A little twin competition there.
Icarus said she discovered us for herself at Renfest this year. Sharon Watch said she stumbled across us and it happened to be our first live show.
What? That's so good.
B, it just says BEE, says good old Google brought me to the Glass Academy for the very first time over a decade ago.
Nice.
And then we've got a lot of pandemic people.
Who remembers all the COVID items?
Oh, yeah. Do you guys remember that? The COVID goblet. The
Jill
COVID
Ann
sculpture.
says the massage therapist at her local PT displays all sorts of our pieces.
That
And
might
then
be
when she
Carrie.
was yep, there you go. I was gonna say I knew it was Carrie when she said that she gave her one of our pens.
Two more, Joey.
One more?
Two more.
I know that
on the
Carrie
side. Yeah,
hands
enough
out
for
our
two
pens
more.
all over the place.
Because I love our pens. It took us a hot minute to figure out which pens were good ones. So these leaves are purely decorative. They're super cool. They're not orange as they appear now.
Emerald
They've got
green.
texture to them. They've got some little cuts in them.
That's some
pretty
hot
big.
glass.
Yeah. You saw earlier I gave you a close-up of that leaf tool. There's all sorts of tools. They're carved and engraved on the inside. They leave patterns and textures on the glass.
Fit one more.
It's pretty tight to get another one in there.
Is it looking symmetrical, Michelle?
It is.
It is. We got, so I'll use that for a stem. You can heat that up. I'll put that on the bottom, and then we'll put the bottom ones on.
I've got a question for some people who are watching. I know we had a couple
Okay.
different lives this weekend on Facebook while we were out in Ann Arbor.
Yes.
How did you guys like that? Should we do more things like that? Was it easy for you to still hear us even though we didn't have mics on? Let me know your thoughts, anything we could improve on. But we had a decent amount of people watching. At one point we had over 40 people watching our very impromptu live. So
That was pretty cool. Beth did a really good job of filming them. She jumped right in there. Kind of like what you're seeing today. We were making pumpkins. It was outdoors. It was a little nail biting for me because that wind blowing through there was cool wind, which clearly we don't have
One
now
sec.
in an indoor setting.
Oh, the wind and the rain was fun though.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about the rain. I ran off to do a
Push
TV
slightly.
segment, and when I pulled
Little
back
harder.
up, it was raining. Which is fine, we have a tent, but all the product
That's
was
good.
not under the tent.
Perfect.
So yeah, tell us if you saw those lives during the show, what you
I
thought.
had some leaves.
It's kind of fun
We'll
to
do 4 leaves in between each one of these for the bottom.
be
Well,
blowing
we might not be able to
glass in the
squeeze 4
outdoors.
in there. So we'll do 3.
Do you want to drop a little patty on there so you can put more?
Make it a little bigger? Sure. It could be purple. And then we'll put a purple lip wrap on her. Nothing wrong with adding a little bit of perps, love.
so
All right,
lovely
so why
sound.
is the torch whistling?
Well, that's pretty big.
It's Chris's muscle shirt. It's deflating.
Yeah. Probably take half of that. And we do have the perps out.
So we do have it out.
It is out right there. Yep.
Ooh, Pat says Beth did a fantastic job.
Thank you, Pat.
We enjoyed it and I had no problem hearing.
All right. That's what I like to hear. It was on my phone, which I've never used for a live before, so I was curious to make sure everything sounded good.
I'm ready. It's enough.
Is the website, yeah, we had the website was live earlier in general.
Might want to flash.
Think?
Yeah. Push this forward.
It's just going to be a one hot bit, so it should be fine.
It's feeling lukewarm.
Okay.
So every time
Cooking.
before the show we eat dinner.
Would you?
And I was really hungry, so I ate a little too much tonight. This warm sound, just
Tasty
sleepy.
tacos. Tasty tacos to complement the tasty Thai food from today.
Thai food, tacos.
Pammy says, loved the Ann Arbor lives, .. Disco hustle, smiley face.
What?
We had some music going on Sunday.
Yep.
We did. Well, I can't believe in all the years that we've done offsite shows, Jake hooked the phone up to the microphone and played music. And it was like, what just happened? How come we never did that?
Well, it wasn't a microphone.
But we could have done the other one the same way, couldn't we?
No, the other one doesn't have Bluetooth on it. We bought that one in 2001.
But even if you put a speaker up to your phone,
People thought that Bluetooth in 2001 were the teeth of the Bluetooth men or the Blue Man group. They didn't know what Bluetooth was in 2001. I love folding up the fish onto the bottom of the Evolio. It's really nice.
why?
Oh, it adds extra security and strengthens it.
It's got a bodyguard.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to look out. It's losing its muscles though.
Bringing me one, or you got a minute?
I'm ready.
So Chris was just putting a little extra heat on the front end.
Did everybody notice Drake's amazing limerick, if you will, to the Monster Mash, built in with the Gathering Point lyrics?
We have Gathering Point lyrics.
He just made them. This is a serious piece going on.
Who's Drake?
Everybody should read that. I can't sing it.
Who's Drake? Not like the
Drake is a person of ours.
nice.
Commented on the Facebook.
Welcome, Drake. I have no music
Nice and
ability in me whatsoever, so I won't be singing your song.
Get Nolan in here.
But I want to hear someone else sing it.
Matt's
You
got a
could
lovely
send
singing
it-
voice.
You know what? He could send in a recording of it. And we could play it on the show. Did someone screenshot those lyrics or cut and paste them? If you guys are not subscribers to our YouTube page, I highly suggest you hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost a thing. And just let you know when we're going live, because sometimes we do lives during the week, completely random. Why? Because something cool is happening and we think you should know about it.
Got one more going on here.
Do you have the parchofis? How do you open the bowl?
I'm gonna do it with gravity and the regular jacks.
If that doesn't work, he's gonna use his hands.
That's right, folks.
He's just gonna muscle it right open.
Roniza said, how hard is it working with fluctuating outside weather, with temperature, wind, rain, etc., when we're doing an event like that?
Real hard. The wind is the huge factor. Wind is just mind-boggling. Because there's no wind indoors. You got fans, and even fans will mess with you.
Also, Drake is from Arizona.
Nice, Arizona. Love Arizona.
Drake, I'm not sure how you found us, but welcome to the show. Always happy to have other artists chiming in.
Hit it with a fluffer on top.
You think? Can you eat it? We don't have to drag it out. I think we're all right. Oh, we got the fluffer
It's
out?
right there.
Yeah, we could use a little.
All right, who's coming to the show this weekend? What they're doing is stabilizing the temperature. Anything that's bright orange is super hot. And so what we want to do is stabilize it, even out the temperature. So using the torch on just some of those extremities allows him to let some of the other areas cool off. He also wants to make sure this sits flat, so he's checking for that.
Heather says, what show this weekend and where?
All right, you want to tell them about it?
Well,
Absolutely.
wouldn't you like to know, folks?
So we have our annual Pumpkin Fest here in the gallery
Funny up.
this weekend. So it'll be Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 4 each day. We're going to be doing live demos. And then we're also going to have a plethora of one-and-done pumpkins as well as signature pumpkins available here in the gallery. It'll be all hands on deck. You can come in if you haven't been in yet. It's an awesome place to see. It's about 14,000 square feet. We'll have pretty much all of our staff on hand. You can meet all of us. I know I'll be there. Michelle will be there. Jake, Joey, Chris, the whole gang. Yeah, it's going to be a fun time, and we're really excited for it. We are getting the gallery pumpkin ready. It looks like there's a pumpkin explosion already going on. So super exciting. Icarus says she'll be at the show on Sunday. Very exciting. Can't wait to meet you in person. Tabia says she'll be here as well. Darla says, loved the Detroit River pumpkin. What size is it? The Detroit River pumpkin is a pumpkinette, so it's that smallest pumpkin.
I'm going to go get the level.
We're good, baby. I'm ready when you are.
I'm ready when you are.
No, I'm ready when you guys are.
Well, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Chris is not ready.
Tweezy's behind you, Jake? Thank you very much. Going for the punny, guys. Right on center. Oh, we got her. Are you unprepared or und?
Let me close my eyes real quick. Hold on.
Yes, Heather, if you go to the website, our address is on there. So if you go to glassacademy.com,
Push.
if you go to, I'm pulling it up right now so I know exactly where to send you. So bear with me for a
It's on
second.
Trowbridge Street.
It is on Trowbridge Street, but if you go to the contact us area on the website, then it has a picture of the building and it also has our address. In Dearborn, we're pretty much at about Michigan and Gully, somewhere around there.
Yeah, Michigan and Gully.
We've got an area, if you go back onto Trowbridge Street, thank you for the zoom, Jacob. If you go onto Trowbridge Street, you can find us.
Oh, no,
Street
Purple
parking,
Lipper,
people
sorry.
always ask about parking. Street parking
coats.
outside of us is totally fine. But yeah, as I drop my pen on camera. Thanks.
So if you are in Michigan and want to come try your hand at glassblowing, the Michigan Icicle is the best class ever. This was designed by Chris. It's all about hanging icicles. We set you up for success 100%. There is no mistake you can make because we set you up for success. You're going to make this cool icicle out of our recycled glass. You dip it in white, and then you put a little loop on the top of it, and then you can hang it in your window all during the winter season. It's not just a holiday featured item, it's a item. It is a winter item. So when I grew up, there were icicles hanging off of buildings. We're much smarter now with the way buildings hold heat. So there's not as many icicles as there were when I was a kid. But if you go like to the lodge up north, or you're going skiing or something, you might see some of those uninsulated buildings with icicles all over them. This is how he's getting that flat bowl shape, but he's still got to open up the top. Using the jacks, he's able to do so, but already it's cooled off, and he wants to do the lip wrap next. Lip wrap is a small piece of glass that's wrapped around the top. It looks like it's all orange now, but it will not be. It will change colors.
That's going to be the perps there, matching that bit on the bottom so it's glowing. When the light's inside of there, this thing's going to look
You
so
good for a minute? I
beautiful.
wanna film.
Go ahead and close her up for a sec.
So it's so funny when we get a new toy, we're all playing with it. I don't know if Sam, if you're watching, we're giggling. We got new phones so we can like get the detail.
What did you say? No, I think it's going to be fine. I'm just going to open up
Look
pretty
at
good.
you.
I don't want to go
Looks
too much lower. I
good.
think I've got it right about where we
It's
want it.
very
It's gonna
shimmery.
probably pull them out a little. And I don't even know if I want a paddle because I like to get that scallop.
That's good. That's good.
And what I don't know if you guys remember when I made this piece, but I did a quadruple coat of green core in the first gather, and the second gather had orange on it so that it would have a
Two-tone.
interior core of green.
See the green machine, Chris.
Yeah, it was the laundry smell. You know what the laundry smell is? It's when it smells like you've got your clothes in the dryer, but they're really burning from the glass.
Do you need a paddle or no?
No paddle, because I like to try to get the scalloped edge on these.
Why do you have the light on? Okay. Jake doesn't have a mic, but he's asking you guys, what do you want to talk about?
Me?
The comments have been quiet for a second, so I would be reading stuff off, but nothing's really changed.
Everyone's interested.
Pumpkin show coming up. VIP pumpkin show. We got signature pumpkins right there. We're making an incredible piece.
Look at that.
We've got the virtual show in 1 week.
Virtual shows in 1 week. That just came out beautifully.
It's beautiful. Look at it, scalloped up nice. That talk about floating some daisies in there, you guys. GA stamp.
So right in the middle, Gabby says something. She said, Bess just texted me.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah,
got
I've been texting
iris,
Gabby.
Jake, just on the bottom of the bowl, so the light shines down onto the table.
Oh, seriously? Oh, maybe that's Donna
It's Donna.
Okay.
Says, how is
Other
Lucy?
door?
Who does?
Drake says, how is Lucy doing?
Drake, do you know Lucy? She's doing amazing. I'm going to go see her at the end of the month if all goes well.
I think he just remembers her from being, he said he's been a long time watcher, so.
Hope we got enough room to get this in there.
Lucy's doing amazing. She is working on a farm. It's called Camp Hill. It is. She is a farmer for this business,
Yeah.
and they
We'll make it
do
work.
special needs adults live there. It's a community of about 600 acres, if I'm remembering correctly, with different housing on it, and she grows the food for these people. Food is included in their residence where they live, so they just go to the camp store and pull out what they need. She grows flowers and vegetables, and she cooks
Yeah,
all
last flash, and I
kinds
will.
of amazing things. And she's
You want a
also
glove
a
or you want to
volunteer
put it away with the
firefighter.
tongs?
Go
That's cool.
figure.
That's really
the
cool.
woman who was in my belly while she was a baby then and
We'll go for
hated
a reduction
heat
after.
is now going to be a firefighter.
Carrie says this is a good trick-or-treating bowl.
Ooh, that's a really good point. Hey, maybe we put candy in it for
I think
the
that one's
show.
bigger than the last one.
That looks great against that paper.
And it's going to be,
Grab that.
it's going to be bright orange.
Jake says to remind you guys it's going to be bright orange when it's done.
Reduction. There you go.
Vanessa says, do these go on the site later? How does that work? Yeah, so everything that we are making live tonight is going to go, once it makes it to the kneeler, nice, safe, and sound, it will go live on the website. If you go to our website and you go under the gathering point area, you're going to click shop items featured on the show. Once you get in there, you're going to see an option for, looks like number sign 236 as seen on the Gathering Point live show. If you click that, everything that we make tonight, once it gets posted, will be on that area there. So right now, that vase that Chris made earlier is live and for sale. Shipping is included in that price, so there isn't anything additional for shipping. It would just be on tax. So once this beautiful, lovely, wonderful bowl makes it to the annealer, then Jake will come over, give me a price, and I add that to the website, and I let you guys know when that's live.
Look at that, taking it over right into
Slide her in as far as you
the
can. Keep going.
annealing
Good.
oven.
Yeah.
Got a nice little sneak peek of what's in there.
That's a tasty one, you guys. That's going to look so cool. Love it. I love taking it to another level. It's great.
Nice.
Super nice. Nice job, Joey. Nice job on the camera, Jake.
This might be a great time to go over some of the leaves. Okay, these pieces are laying on their side because you don't want to roll the cart and knock them. Chris, you have a mic on. Do you want to talk about what you made and why you have, which ones are your favorite and why?
Absolutely.
I mean, maybe we should do it over by the board.
Nice with the white background.
Okay.
Yeah, the white does look good.
So the leaves that he just put on the pieces are very similar.
Turn it the wide ways.
Just jumbo.
All
Some
right.
of these got a really nice pattern. Check this guy out. So that's taking Pumpkin Harvest drinkware to another level, you guys. It's got the beautiful 3 leaves on the bottom. It's got the gorgeous switchback perps on the top. This is a nice cider glass, a nice mulled wine glass. This is
When are these going to be available?
These are going to be available when Jake and Michelle say they're going to be available. Michelle, when are these going to be available? We're going to have some of them. We're going to have half of them are going to be available here in house. The other half we're
On the
saving
weekend
for the show on
Virtual
Tuesday
show.
night, the 17th, which is our virtual show. Now, I
1
want
week
to
from
show you
today.
the prize here tonight, you guys. A total new pumpkin shape, which is all about a cider glass. Look at this thing.
I love
Jake
that.
made this. I didn't make it. Jake made all the pumpkin mugs, and I made all the pumpkin chalices. But this one here is comfortable. It's got the twisty finger hook right down on the bottom. But that thing is comfortable this way and this way. I'm telling you, this is a nice piece. If it was a few years ago, it would never make it to be sold. I'd be taking this puppy. This is another real nice one. Look at this guy.
Oh yeah, that one's my favorite on the table by far. That's a definition of the shugs right there, folks. Look at it. Just look at it.
Look at the detail with that
It's
light.
right here.
So good.
Right there.
Right there it is, folks.
But it's nice to have no leaves in the bottom of this because it's real comfy in your hand like this. So if you're just rocking it around, you know, rocking around the Christmas tree or the pumpkin front porch bonfire when you're on the driveway serving up candy like this.
Or when you're trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
Let's talk about when we did trick-or-treating, how we do a fire. That'd be like the perfect thing to have.
I know. Look at
You
some
know,
of these
pour
mugs.
your beer in it and just have it while your kids are trick-or-treating coming up to your house.
Look at this. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Jake and I just blew this. We were in here last night, started at 5, blew till like the middle of the night, and it was unbelievable. I'm telling you, it was so fun working with Jake, making these pieces. It was tasty. So that's going on with that.
So we want any housekeeping here while I got the camera?
What about the giveaway?
It's only 7:15. Wait,
Oh.
one more piece, and then we do housekeeping.
All right, well, that's right. I get to get all about the pile. Well, it's going to be another harvest vase because it's harvest vase night. That's right, folks. So here we go.
Let's go. Where are we going? Taking it to Vosstown?
Maybe we'll have to wait and see.
No. We have a car to unload still after the show.
What's up, everybody? Joey operating the camera.
Who knows what the maestro's
How
going to
much?
bring? But
So-
watch this move.
Hold on. What's going on there? Is that the 1 foot teeter-totter special? Are you gonna kiss
The
it?
giveaway question. That's a good point. The giveaway question
Lovely.
is, what does your pumpkin
So I'm thinking about the core
signify
color
to
now,
you?
guys, and I'm thinking I'm going something a little bit more towards
I'll finish
the
that when he's done talking.
Halloween harvest time, which is right in the middle of harvest season. Oh, I better just put it in the heat and think about what I'm doing. Sometimes the pressure will get you to make the wrong move. And you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Got plenty of time when you got it in the hole here.
Okay,
All
let me
right.
finish that question. So I know a lot of people get pumpkins. What does like having the pumpkins out mean to you? Does it mean like, oh, fall is here, time to relax and chill out? Is it like, oh, my beautiful friends, I got together at the Glass Academy with my friends and we bought this pumpkin together and it brings back happy memories? That's the question of the night. You can send it to enews@glassacademy.com or go to the website and contact us there. Thank
There it
you,
is.
Robin, for writing up that info for us.
Beautiful. All right, Chris is getting his 1700th layer of orange.
I figured out what I'm going to do, you guys. You're going to see it be born before your very eyes right here. But the really sweet orange that for a core gather. Then I'm going to gather over it and I'm going to coat black because this is going to be about Halloween.
Did you say green?
Nope, I got an orange core so that when I blow out the pumpkin ridges, the orange is going to come through. I'm only going to do one coating of black, maybe two at the very most.
'Cause it might look purple if we do just one.
Well, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the size 2 orange and leave it real texturous on the surface. So
Like
that it's
sugar cubes?
That's right. So it gets all buck wild, and this thing is going to be glistening and getting crazy.
Oh,
That second one in. Show them the second one up there. There you go.
that's the one we're talking about, folks.
Yeah. If we were on the west coast of the United States, we'd be calling those jimmies.
Jimmy's.
That's right. We call them Fripp, but they call them jimmies.
These Jimmys?
Those look like Timmy's.
Jimmys and Jimmys all up in here?
Pretty dusty Timmy's.
Really? I think that might have been why they called those jimmies. I've never heard of the word jimmies except for in the glassblowing technique, which is cool. And I saw it at Dale Chihuli's. I heard Dale calling it jimmies. We're gonna put some jimmies over here. That's
Guess
how we
that's-
said it.
Guess that's like the freeze pops and
Get the
freezies.
jimmies out, boys.
Yeah. Something I learned from our in-house Canadian.
Everything about the Canadians around here, we got a lot of them working here, is all about the maple syrup, folks.
Yes.
So instead of saying, we've got 200 pounds of molten glass in a 2,000 degree, they say, we've got 200 pounds of molten maple syrup in the tank. And it's 2,400. It's real watery compared to
Have you ever
honey.
tried to sculpt and shape maple syrup, Chris? As
I-
an American, I know you've probably worked with honey, but what about syrup?
I have worked the syrup pretty heavy lately. I have worked the syrup, folks.
This is Tobias Beast.
Ooh, look at that, folks.
Black and orange. This was from our harvest weekend in the Ann of Arbors.
It's a real nice one. Thank you, Jake. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's
She asked to
track
see
over
it.
here and follow Chris. If I'm moving too much, you guys let me know. I can kind of keep track of commentary. Jimmies are also called sprinkles, depending on where you live. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right, Mary Lou. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. We're gonna chill this.
I'm gonna chill this puppy real good.
Now, is that a custom piece of equipment right there, Chris?
Yeah, this one is definitely,
How long
it's an
have you-
original David Elm.
Wow.
Remember what I said, guys? I'm going to be coating this thing with black und.
Playing dodge here as well. Anybody?
Vanessa says, I didn't know that there was a giveaway question. Does that mean I can enter? Yes, that does mean that. I have the giveaway question up on the screen. To enter to win, you email your answer to that question at enews@glassacademy.com.
Don't think I'm
So
needed to
again,
check.
that question is, what does your pumpkin signify to you? What does it mean to you to have your pumpkins out? Is it something you do around the holidays or harvest, or something you do that's special to your family? So you can go ahead and email that. We don't know what the giveaway item is yet. That'll be coming up after we do housekeeping. But whatever it is, you get to enter to win it.
I have a question. How many of you guys follow us on Instagram? Bess just did a really nice reel on the weekend, and it's getting lots of people looking at it. If you haven't, yeah, if you haven't followed us on Instagram, we post different content there.
Yep. I also did a different one on TikTok.
Oh, I haven't looked
So
at TikTok.
we're still working on getting some more things up on TikTok. We have about 27-ish thousand followers on
French
TikTok.
Below. Good. Mmm. Mmm.
What do we think, boys?
I like it.
Pretty darn good.
Got the extra texture?
That's a serious double super texture.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be real nice. It's going to be glowing. It's a Halloween piece.
Typically, we don't do Halloween. Why?
I think that maybe.
Who knows why?
Put
It's
it-
just a question. No. I'm asking the customers.
Spooky.
Isn't it originally like a pagan holiday?
I asked the customers.
It was a
boys and
vagabond
girls.
holiday.
I like Halloween. I love dressing up though. I think that's the main reason.
Yeah. There's no judgment. It's just the reason. Here's the reason. I'm assuming you guys are all throwing in your comments as we speak. If I say harvest, that gives us the month of September, October, November to feature your products out and have them hanging out.
All right. How about a purple?
Pumpkin
A
eater?
perpkin. I mean a
Hello.
perpkin. We need a perpkin bit, folks. Perpkin.
I found out the other day that there's such a thing as purple sweet
Transparent
potatoes.
orange.
Yeah. Like the taro chips, T-A-R-O, that Rita was eating at the festival.
Yep.
Did you guys know that Halloween falls on a live show day this year?
What?
Uh-oh.
Halloween is on a live show day this
It
year.
is.
Don't
That's
say
what we were talking about. So we're actually dabbling with the idea that we're gonna get dressed up. And I was thinking about being Cousin It.
Transparent?
I'm gonna be.
That's fine. Cousin It would probably be highly flammable,
didn't
so I'm not
see.
wearing that in here.
It's a good thing you stand behind the glass blowing bench and you could totally wear a flammable outfit.
Right, she could.
Hey, I'll wear that snail costume that someone mailed us.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
There's a snail
I might have to
costume.
go
Oh,
with
it's a
some type
blow
of
up.
like
It's like so cute.
Renaissance
Oh my
style
gosh.
man. Something different.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
think every
dressing
time I
up.
dressed up for like 10 years for the kids, I was Renaissance.
I'm dressing up. Even if nobody else dresses up on Halloween live show night, I will be dressed up.
We
All right,
will do
you
it.
dress up. I am not that girl. I stress out over Halloween. What am I gonna wear? What party am I going to? It's not my thing.
Carrie said her pumpkins are out from around the last week of August until the day after Thanksgiving.
See, that's what I mean. It's like harvest. But you know, it's cool. People put out Halloween for a long time. You do whatever you do.
That'd probably be good.
You bringing the herbal essence, Jake?
Yes. Purple herbal.
Purple?
All right, we got some giveaway answers in. Keep them coming. E-News at Glass Academy. Thank you for putting that on the screen, Bess.
Of course.
Pumpkins have always signified Halloween and fall. You will be entered to win. Mary Jo says it signifies a time when her and her husband lived in Dearborn. Jillian talks about bonfires and changing of leaf colors.
I love hay rides. Bonfires and hay rides, guys.
Family memories growing up. To me, pumpkins are a sign of things slowing down for the year on the farm.
Heather says, did you say send an email about what pumpkins mean to us? Yes. Go ahead and send that answer to enews@glassacademy.com, and that gets you entered in the giveaway for this week. I'll go ahead and pop that on the
I am
screen.
starting a new tradition with my sister selecting the right pumpkin and goblet to add to our collection. You guys, these are great. Keep them coming.
Did you guys ever go and cut your own Christmas trees?
Oh, yeah.
We just started that.
Nice.
I kind of sound like I said we've been doing it for years, but
That's when I was convinced, Chris. You're like, oh yeah,
that's right.
definitely have been.
Well, we did do it the last 2 years in a row, right, Shal?
Yeah. Yes, we did.
How about going and picking your own pumpkin? I've been doing that for many a day.
I haven't.
You haven't?
I don't think so.
Do they have pumpkin patches in
They
Texas?
do. Well, they had them in Colorado. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
yeah,
they
well.
had them in Texas. Texas is just as much a farming state as any others. They're just hotter.
Sharon says you put out harvest and Halloween, and then you take away Halloween after that's over, so it's just harvest until it's time for Christmas stuff.
That
The
works.
decoration routines.
Yeah, she's got it down.
I'm one of those folks that likes to leave my Christmas lights up year round.
Vanessa says I'm picking my own pumpkin. Pumpkin mug, that is.
Yeah.
Vanessa.
Vanessa, I saw your question earlier
Yep.
about more mugs being on the website. Sorry, I haven't had a chance to talk about that yet. So a lot of our one and dones we don't have on the website. We have them usually just exclusively in the gallery, but we're working on getting more one and dones up. It's been a little bit of a crazy season right now, but as soon as we're able to, we are going to get some. Thank you for putting me on camera, Joey.
All set aside, ready to go.
Yeah, we have a lot set aside, ready to go. We got to get them photoed, got to get them put up on the website, but they will be coming, so don't worry.
Oh yeah, look at this. Kim S says we keep our pumpkins out all year round. We even have our snowman and bunny. They are too pretty to pack away.
We could talk about some answers from last week's question as well.
Yes, would you do that?
Yeah, so if you guys remember last week's question, it was when going to the pumpkin patch, what traits do you consider to be a good carving pumpkin? We had a lot of good answers. My favorite, which is not the winner, but my favorite.
Okay, disclaimer. Donna does this thing, Wheel of Names. We do not pick them. It does not matter what you say. Even if you say, you guys are amazing, and that's all you say, it goes in the Wheel of Names, and Donna picks.
Correct. So Donna spins the wheel and picks it. So unfortunately, we have nothing to do with this. But I like, somebody said that they look for a white pumpkin every year, which I think is cool and out of the norm. I actually used to get myself a white pumpkin every year, and then I would paint different faces on it. So every year would be a different face. I haven't done that because I've been so busy this year, but I do like the white ones. I kind of paint on them and have some fun with them.
I just got a white one for the first time this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Will you grab me the tweezers, Joey, from...
How
Yep,
about the
that's
warty
me.
ones? Do you guys get
I
the
gotta
warty
put them in
ones?
my pocket.
Heirloom styles with like all the bumps over them.
There were some really cool ones at the
Right.
farmer's market this
Oh, I
past
bet.
weekend, and I should have grabbed one and
I
I didn't, and
know.
I'm kicking myself for it.
Same. For that pumpkin that we blew into earlier, you know what? We could end the show with blowing into it again if we wanted.
Yeah, absolutely.
If the timing works out.
We already talked that one up already. We got it in our vocabulary, Joey and I.
Well, I missed that conversation.
Because it was in our vocabulary.
Uh-huh.
Sharon said she has a red and white one made with pulled cane that she just keeps out all year.
Yeah, those were nice.
The last
You guys
pumpkin
are
of the
gonna-
day that Matt and I made was actually a totally black pumpkin with a white stem.
Ooh.
Yeah. We were gonna do some white ones with some black ridges and maybe some white four stems. I think that was next on our list.
Or white with clear over the stem so it's really reflective.
Oh yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
Chris, that is machine grade symmetry right there with those leaves.
They look pretty good.
Real tasty and delicious.
I'm gonna get them hot and even them out to make sure.
Tell me in the comment what color are these leaves, folks? Unless you're colorblind, in which case orange is acceptable.
Orange is acceptable.
Jake is going to be preparing our punty to open up the top of the piece. I imagine we'll have a matching lip wrap.
Nope.
A wide open landing pad. Got the most mega of mega punchies.
Yeah, we're looking pretty good here.
I want this mic.
Yep.
Cornelia says, I love my tree trunk mug I had made at Renfest. I've been drinking out of it daily for water, pop, or tea since the end of Renfest.
Cornelia, that was one of the nicest mugs of the fair.
That's right. We had a splendid time making it.
It was hardcore.
Who was it that we did that giant mug for? The construction
yeah,
working
that one guy. That one guy.
I remember that guy.
Jake takes it away.
Right. Got a nice tiny piece here ready to go.
Little one.
Yep, yep.
Michelle, we've got a good question that you can answer. Judy says, where are you guys?
Haha, Judy, where
inside.
are we? We are in Michigan.
15 minutes east of Detroit, folks, in Dearborn, Michigan.
The
Where
home
are you?
of Henry
There you are.
Ford.
Longitude 3672851 by longitude, latitude 78275032180.
I think you're blinding him with the
8675
flash.
We are, just remember the home of Henry Ford. If you ever forget, all you have to do is look that up. Ford Motor Company is here, the Henry Ford Museum.
I mean, some of the best attractions in America. The Glass Academy, Ford Motor Company World Headquarters, the Henry Ford Museum. Those three, you guys, are right there.
Down the
Carrie
street.
asked me a question. She said, how come I'm reading some comments that don't show up on her feed? Carrie, it's probably because you're on Facebook and they are YouTube comments. I get a feed of both of them. So it may be that I'm reading some things off of the YouTube that you don't have on your feed.
Facebook's amazing. YouTube's amazing. Facebook and YouTube together. It's like peanut butter and chocolate. El Lip Rapio. And I have to say, it's years of experience that make it go on that smooth, that easy.
And that hot because the piece was hot.
That was hot. The piece was hot, the lip wrap was hot. It was hot.
As a reminder, you guys, the both of the two items that were made on the show are live on the website. So we've got the first vase and the bowl that are both available. It's shipping included, so there might be some tax on it, but no additional shipping.
And I think I'm going to do just a display in the holidays about shipping. because I cannot remember the last time we have something broken show up. You know what I mean? Like our shipping is so solid.
Yeah.
Robin does such an amazing job.
She's the
Everything's
shipping
packed
queen.
really well.
The pieces are made really well.
Yeah, the pieces are made really well. We know how to ship. We buy the correct supplies. It's double boxed. Tissue shred. Handmade cards inside.
I am going for a lip wrap on this one, Joey, because it's no ribs. Good.
If you want to see what these pieces really look like when they're finished, we do another show during the week called the Anila Reveal. If you missed the live show
Cool, I'm gonna do
Thursdays
one more
at
of those.
3, you can always go to our YouTube channel. That's Glass Academy on YouTube, and you will see the finished pieces because we will post them on a video where you can watch. Nice and warm over here. I wish you guys had smell-o-vision, television. I know my parents watched the show live on their TV. And it's like, for my parents who are in their 90s, it feels like they are watching us live on some show, like I Love Lucy.
Beautiful.
So that's kind of cool.
Stamp.
Yep.
What's coming next?
The GA stamp. Everything we make. And the other thing about this is the interior of this sweet looking vase, guys. Look at that. The interior is bright orange.
Yes, it is. This is a small dollop of glass attached to the side. Warm it up nice and hot with the torch, and then that's where we push our logo in. We will do housekeeping after this one. And those of you who did the contest
I don't think I have any
week,
reduction on there, so we're good.
find out if you are the winner.
It's a beauty though. Bless you.
Amy's up front still.
Wow.
Whoa.
Tight.
So it's black on the outside, perps all over it, and bright orange on the inside, guys. Halloween all day long.
That sounds like Santa.
I drink some pumpkin juice out of that.
Oh, pumpkin juice. All right, if you are new to the show, the piece is not finished. It's not over till it's over. It has to go through a cooling process. It takes place overnight. We're fortunate enough in this day and age to have computers that do it for us. Traditionally, in olden times, there would be someone that manually did this. They would take the hot item and move it slowly away from the fire, allowing it to cool overnight. This torch just smooths out any rough edges that might have been from the punty rod. It's upside down, usually special tongs. Flip it up right side up, and away it goes. Ta-da!
All right.
Very nice, very nice.
Number 3. Now
Housekeeping.
it's housekeeping and break time.
All right, while you guys plan what the giveaway is going to be, I'm going to go one quick pass on the table. These are our Michigan water pumpkins, showcasing the different sizes, 3 different sizes, and last week's giveaway, the pumpkin dagger. What did he name it on the sheet?
The Pumpkin Slayer.
Pumpkin Slayer. So one lucky person tonight is going to win this because they took some time to enter our contest. Over to you, Bess, live.
Hello. I'm actually going to talk about the Clean Water Fund for a second before I do the giveaway. So the Clean Water Fund is what we've decided is our charity or our fund that we are donating towards with our signature pumpkins this year. So a portion of every signature pumpkin that is sold is going to go towards the Clean Water Fund. And so I have a little bit about them here. So it says the Clean Water Fund's mission is to develop strong grassroots environmental leadership and to bring together diverse constituencies, that's a big word, to work cooperatively for changes that improve their lives, focused on health, consumer, environmental, and community problems. So basically they help and defend the nation's major water and toxic laws, such as the Clean Water Act, the Safe Drinking Water Act, the Superfund, and others, including some things on the state level as well. So they're a nonprofit, and they do have different sectors, but their main base is in DC, which makes sense because they're helping defend national laws. But they also help on the state level as well. So they're basically making sure that they're helping improve environmental conditions, helping keep water safe and clean. It says the Clean Water Fund has helped people campaign successfully for cleaner and safer water, cleaner air, and protection from toxic pollution in our homes, neighborhoods, and workplaces since 1974. So that is the fund that a portion of every signature pumpkin sold will go to this year. As you guys know, we pick something different every year, and that is what spoke to us. I know that I think Jake said Dawn suggested it, and it's a fantastic suggestion. Works right in line with our signature pumpkins being named after all different bodies of water in Michigan.
Yeah, that was so cool. That was a great idea to name them that way. And I love the Pumpkinettes Detroit River.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving on to some other housekeeping items. We've got our winner for the wonderful pumpkin slayer.
Chicken dinner.
So our question last week, I know you guys heard me read it a little earlier, but it was when going to the pumpkin patch, what traits do you consider to be a good carving pumpkin? I know that when I go, I look for usually a nice bigger rounder, so it gives me some space to do things on. Sometimes I paint pumpkins, sometimes I carve them, kind of depends on my theme for decorations that year and what I'm feeling. Some people said they look for a really, really round one. It doesn't matter even if it's smaller, but it has to have a good stem and a smooth surface. That's very important. Like I said earlier, somebody said they look for a white luminous pumpkin that is tall and chubby with a long stem. I liked a lot of description in those answers, and I think they're fun. And someone else said, I like the tall pumpkins with a short stem to at least be able to pick up the lids. You need something to grab onto. I get that. I like to make goofy, happy faces. I'm not really big into Halloween. I guess that's why I do happy faces. Makes sense. You still get to have the fun of it without doing the spooky stuff. So our winner said they look for a long stem, round pumpkin with enough surface to carve a good face. So our winner for our pumpkin slayer sword is, excuse me if I say this wrong, it is Debbie Versek.
Woohoo!
So congratulations, Debbie. If you have not received it already, you will receive an email from Donna on how to pay for shipping. Or if you're local, you can come by. You can even come check out the Pumpkin Fest next weekend. Come pick up your pumpkin slayer and see what other items we've got in the shop. So Donna will be in communication with you about that in order to get that to you. Congratulations.
Yay! Congratulations, congratulations. All right, we have one more piece to make. Deep discussion happening over there.
We've got 15 minutes for a giveaway.
Joey's doing the giveaway. He and I already discussed it. He's sticking along the lines of a smaller vase with leaves on it, which is going to be right up our theme of goodness. So that's the way it is, you guys.
That's the way it is.
The way
Who's
it
got
is.
the pumpkin slayer?
Debbie Versek.
Yeah. Debbie, sweet. Well, you got a beaut right there. I did have to, it was pretty hot. You guys had to bust out the Maestro's glass again.
It is pretty hot when you're wearing long sleeves. Which, like,
Joey, is that you? He snuck
Nothing
He
like-
done snuck behind me. I'll be over here talking about Joey behind his back, folks.
I won't hear a single word
That
you say.
Joey Walker, Texas Ranger. Yeah, that's right. Hey, he knows how to, he can do like a spinning flying back kick with cowboy boots on and hit you in the forehead 6 feet or taller with his heel. Isn't that called a heel down?
While eating pistachios.
While eating pistachios. That's some serious stuff, you guys. But he is gathering up some. He gathered up some glass, and he's got it in the marber. Did you add some yellow, some selenium yellow?
Cadmium?
Either one.
It's magical.
Just capped it and blew a little bit of air in there.
I want a color texture pattern on the inside. I'm going to do a orange on the outside.
All right, you're gonna go in the mold and you're gonna orange sugar it. I like it. Orange sugar it.
And Bess is laughing at me. I'm trying to figure out the light on the camera. Feels like it should be opposite the side that the camera is on, but it's not. It's right next to the camera lens.
It is.
So I was trying to like.
It's a phenomenon.
Well, and all I could see was your finger come into my
I
screen.
know. There's a hot spot on here, and I'm like, is something wrong with my camera? But I think it's like where it's aimed at,
Yeah.
or like a
Oh,
shadow, I should say.
That thing just blew out so good, it gave me chills.
Has Joey said what he's making yet?
We're on a theme tonight.
It's
Ah.
a vase.
Okay.
This is a bud vase, not a full-blown bouquet vase. This is a bud
right.
vase.
For bases.
So if you go to a flower farm and the guy who is managing its name is Bud, you can get a special deal from him.
Can I
Oh.
ask you something?
Love those. Flowers with integrity.
Hey, it has
Blow?
it has like a spot. Is that the light? I gotta see. It depends. Like sometimes where I go, it has like a shadowy thing. Of course, now I'm not seeing it. Might have been over here.
Looking good, looking good.
Joey, is your mic off?
Probably. How'd you know?
He wasn't talking anyways, guys, and that
I'm
was
not
my
seeing it now.
forehead.
Yeah,
Oh!
it's like here.
A little birdie might have told me.
A little birdie.
That's why-
Whose name is Robin.
Robin the bird.
Okay.
Well, bird, I've got some words for you. Thank you.
Okay.
Below us. That's what it is.
Like right there. You see it?
Oh.
Like what is that?
Is it a ghost?
Well, that's what.
Give it the old scrub down, Jake.
I'm gonna scrub it down.
Well, I'm just going to talk about glass blowing.
Okay.
Once upon a time, in the land of Murano
there.
Lee, there was a dragon.
It's fine.
Something in the lens. We gotta get it off of there eventually.
Really? All right. Look out.
Please
people.
hold as Jake cleans the.
All right,
camera.
getting a little centrifugal force going
I think it's a
here.
reflection of something.
Getting that beautiful
Something to do with the
harvest
lens.
vase
I mean, we
form.
Can see, 'cause we might send it back for that. I don't know.
I think
It
it's
wasn't
gonna look
happening
great.
earlier.
No.
Even just the natural
No, I think it's
fall.
something maybe at night.
A little bit of touche.
So you're looking for a Maurice?
Yeah.
Paula und?
How about,
I like that name, Maurice.
How about Iris?
All right.
Maurice and Iris.
Maurice and
It sounds
Iris.
like the name of a store.
Avery and Ivory.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Who was that rap group that had a name like that?
You're asking me
Bone
about a rap
Thugs in
group?
Harmony. I think that's what it was.
Ebony and Ivory? I
Is
have
it
no
true,
idea.
Joey, when you were a kid, you had a puppy, his name was Puff?
Pup?
Yeah.
No, my pup's name was Windsor.
Windsor?
After my truck's engine.
Oh.
Just Texas things, you know.
Well, that must have been a Ford,
It was.
because I had a
351
I had a
Windsor.
351 Cleveland.
What?
Yeah.
That's right, mine.
What was yours, an El Camino or a...
It was a Cougar,
Ooh.
71 Cougar, with a 351 Cleveland in it.
Nice.
What color are the leaves? Same?
Yeah. Probably. No.
Are you making one of those Halloween witchy poo nose bits?
I was just working with what I got.
You really
Chris.
weren't working with what you got. You didn't know what you were doing. Come on, come truth with it.
We're gonna turn it into an abolio.
Okay,
So if I can get a mild paddle
mild.
or a firm paddle,
Spicy, mild, medium
I'd like to
sauce.
have a habanero paddle.
give me the Diablo paddle.
We did have Mexican for dinner.
I had Mexican for lunch too. I'm Mexicaned out.
I told you we were having Mexican for dinner.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
When?
Earlier.
Gosh, Chris, why don't you ever listen?
I was pressing.
That's not what I'm tacoing
my
about.
Goodness.
You're not tacoing about that?
But bump.
Doing our best to center everything. Yes, beautiful.
Beautiful.
All right, what you say about leaves? I think
Whatever you would
transparent
like.
orange would be cool.
Whatever you like, Chris. I'm gonna do
Nice.
some torch adjustments because I don't like where that's sitting, and I have an idea of how I need to move it. So we're gonna do that.
Okay. Well, I have to say I'm happy it's fall. Feels good being in the studio on these fall days. No one's melting.
Take a flash real quick. Is that my secondary?
Still have
caddy?
time to
Got
enter the
your
contest.
leaf.
First leaf.
Send your answer to E, the letter E like an elephant, news at glassacademy.com. And what you want to say is, what do pumpkins
Nice cut.
signify to you? Change of season, calm, birth of a baby, death of a loved one, time to get together with friends, winter sweaters,
Cardigans.
new clothes, back to school supplies.
Pumpkin spice lattes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about C.
That's right up Bess's alley.
Boy, if you watch some of those things where they take apart like 15 non-real ingredients.
Mic off, so I'll say it again. I am not a
I do
pumpkin
like
spice girl.
pumpkin soup though.
I like pumpkin bread.
Yeah, pumpkin bread is good.
Pumpkin bread is good.
Pumpkin bars. Oh, my mom makes those.
Really?
I just had from Trader Joe's, actually. It was non-fat organic Greek yogurt, but it was pumpkin flavored.
Was it good?
It was really good.
We should get some pumpkin coffee creamer.
You know, I didn't know which one to get when I was looking.
Vanilla, always a safe bet.
That's kind of what I figured.
All right. 2 leaves.
We
They
need
need to move over
3
just a
leaves
hair.
so it stands up straight. That is a key component. Even though you could put flowers dripping all over down the sides of it, you do want it to sit upright. So if you're new to the show, welcome. If you are not new to the show, tell us about, what do you think of the camera quality? Pretty cool, huh? And how's the sound doing? Took us a hot minute, but we figured some new things out. I'm really liking the crispness of these images. It's kind of like getting a new pair of glasses.
It's so new and
So new.
refreshing.
It's like, oh, I can see. When Jake got his glasses, he looked across the street and was like, oh my gosh, I can see the leaves on the tree.
That was exactly what my sister said when she got glasses for the first time.
That's craziness. And it's like, it's so gradual, you don't even know. I felt so bad. I had no idea.
I had glasses most of my childhood,
Did you?
and I could never tell the difference up until about earlier this year, and I was like, wow, I really need some glasses.
Uh-oh. I mean, it's funny because like in the night or in the early morning, I don't wear my glasses because it's all kind of foggy.
Your eyeballs haven't been abused by the day yet. Okay, I'm gonna do another flash, and then,
Flatten her out on the ground.
yep.
Petra says, big hello from Germany.
Ooh.
Wait a second, it's 8 below somewhere?
Jake, you know Petra
No,
from
Petra says,
Germany?
big hello from Germany.
Oh,
Hello.
I'm like 8 below. It's too early in the year to be 8 below. Well, shout out to Apple products. Maybe they should sponsor us. Phone's been doing great, got a full charge. We could go for another 2 hours.
Better do it on the floor one more time, Joey.
Pretty sweet
Now that they're a little
giveaway.
equalized. That one, that's why I always puff on the one, because you're tipping it and it's
Maybe
falling
we'll
right back
save
down.
him for the weekend
So
and
now it's
blowing
nice
him
and
again
stiff.
this
There you
weekend
go.
because
Then we'll
by the
funny
time we wrap up,
right
it
now.
will be
Nice.
end of showtime.
Perfect.
La-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. How do those pesky tweezers keep finding their way over to the knockoff, Chris?
I got him.
Jake must have did it.
Tank, Jake.
Hand it over, Betsy. Hand it over.
Cute. You want to collaborate on this one, Chris?
Sure.
I'll bring you a lip wrap.
All right, you want to bring me a purple lip wrap?
Purple, purple. All right, I want to give out a shout out to Alicia.
Purple?
Am I saying her name right? Alyssa. I need my
One S,
glasses.
two S's. Is there a Y? Is there a...
Yeah, it is. It's Alyssa. She came and did that video, posted it up. It's on CBS News. I put the link in the chat. I'll post it tomorrow. She did an amazing job. I personally, my favorite shot is opening the annealer and when she's got the camera on it. Super cool. Great job. I don't know, you guys might have saw my post on Facebook. It takes an army to make this stuff happen.
All right.
Super appreciative of the news channels that feature us. There's lots of pressing news, a lot of things happening in the world. And the fact that we get 2 minutes of their time to share with our audience is amazing.
Stamp down right after you flare.
We can put it now.
What is Joey getting now?
We're getting a stamp. We're going to put it on before we spin this thing out.
So the stamp is how we sign our pieces. It's a small bit of molten glass attached to the side, and much like you might brand an animal in the old-fashioned days, or a wax stamp that you might seal a letter with. We have a bronze stamp, push in the hot glass, and you'll have the signature of the Glass Academy. That's how you know it's one of our products. If you're a glass collector, you want to look for that. And the final stage is the spin out.
This is a gorgeous giveaway. Everyone knows that the way you win it is you answer the question for tonight. Right?
Answer the question. I just said it 2 more times, so they are on it. They
So
know
if you
what's
didn't hear
up.
it, you don't hear it again, you guys. That's it.
Or if you got the e-news and you missed the show, you open up your email and you can enter that way. You have until next Monday. So even if you missed it in the show, if you're ever on vacation and you missed the show, just answer it through the e-news.
And you could get this.
And you could win this.
You win a vase. And you win a vase. You win a vase. Everybody wins a vase.
You.
Just doing my best Oprah impression, in case you guys were wondering.
Giving away a lot of aces, Joey.
Oh, look at that. Nice trumpet horn diameter.
Bada bing. And
I kind of want to put an ice cream sundae in this.
Right?
Yeah.
Bora. Watch this now.
Oh, ye old twisty.
Oh, that's kind of nice because then the flowers will land in those spaces.
Mhm.
Very nice, very nice.
Chris just gave it the frills.
The frills. All right,
8 o'clock on the dot.
we are going to wrap up here in a minute. Thank you for
Gold on
watching.
there.
We're watching The Gathering Point. our live glass blowing show.
Just so you guys know, I'm having an issue with my comments. I'm seeing stuff from like an hour ago right now on my screen.
Ooh,
I
that's
don't know
kinda
why they're
weird.
circling back through. Fun thing with new technology. So if I am missing a comment, I am sorry. They are kind of intermittently coming through, and then I get to see things from an hour ago. So
That's
so weird.
This
We're
is a
getting
pretty
there.
looking giveaway, guys. A nice little bud vase. Look at that. Harvest bud vase. Looking beautiful. That's our boy. Oh,
Can we run the end credits? Okay, we do have our end credits loaded. With our new software, not all our videos are on there, but Beth says we have our end credits. Shout out to our VIP YouTube members. You are responsible for making this show happen every week. Because
Jay.
of you, your sponsorship, we've been able to keep these shows going live.
Left side.
right
Oh.
side, I think.
Yes, while they go put that piece away, I've got one more thing to share. The way it goes, and Jake wants me to mention one of our newest class, it's called Eero,
Yeah.
a glass hangabout. And this one doesn't have plants in it, but let me show you one that does. You can put your air plants in them. I don't know the names of these other plants, but any plant that like drips down. This is a student project. These are some cool hangabout plant holders that you can make, and you tie them on a string to your wall or wherever you like. They have a little like area there, kind of like a spout, and then it hangs at an angle. You're gonna open it up, you're gonna put the spout in. It's super cool. We did a test on this and everyone said they were like super happy with the way the class turned out. They weren't expecting it, but they can't wait to come back and take another class. All right, hope to see you all this weekend where these lovely beauties will be on display. Got the glass blowers cleaning up. Jake has some sort of final message.
Incredible.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, it's been a pleasure. Thank you all for watching.
See you guys real soon. I'll see you next Tuesday for the big event.
And
Get
you'll
your
see them
tickets.
on the weekend.
You'll see them this weekend for the Pumpkin Fest in-house.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
14th and 15th.
Televising. I'll see you guys real soon.
Real soon, folks. We appreciate you all. Pre-order
Thank you.
that pump.
Am I rolling the end credits? All right.
Goodness.